Past, present, and future of a business. This isn't a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol reference, but considerations for a business that we work through with all of our clients and that we implore any business person to think about when analyzing their own companies, as we do our own. So we think of the past of a company, you say, okay, certain things have happened, certain revenues have been generated, certain profit has been generated as well. And what does that look like? What story does that tell? What are the metrics? What are the trends? What has been consistent? What has perhaps been inconsistent? What are the areas for improvement? But looking at the past, you can really analyze a situation, right? Almost everything, as they say, has a historical context, and the truth is the same with a business. If you can look historically and paint a picture with what has actually happened, then anything that you project into either the current or future happening has that much more credibility. So the second piece is the present. What are you doing today? What actions are being taken today? When you think about it, when you sell a business or you go out to seek capital, a lot of the conversation relates to what is going to happen in the future. What are the goals? What are the expectations? What are some of the strategic initiatives? But the conversation will always circle back to say, okay, that's great, but what of that are you doing today? And so the more action steps that you can show are doing today, again, the more confidence that there will be in the future. One of the greatest paths to failure is do it tomorrow. Whatever it is that you want to do it tomorrow, right? So there's a lot to be done tomorrow, but to the extent that you can pull that tomorrow into today and show that there's a string connecting both, that some of these activities are already ongoing, it instills that much more confidence. And lastly, but not least, is the future. And in the future, you really do need to project out what are the strategic initiatives, what are the hurdles, thresholds, milestones. How do you know that the company is doing well? How do you know it's going to keep doing well? And what are the markers to be looked out for as things progress? And so is it just let's keep doing the same but amplify the volume? Is it there are certain steps that need to be taken, certain actions that need to be taken, but having that plan scripted out as detailed as possible is an incredibly helpful thing. Summarizing this and looking at the totality of a business, either if we're going to sell a business, either if we're going to seek capital, or in just the analysis of our own business from our own experience, we want these three areas well covered. And we think it's a good way of compartmentalizing things. What historically has the business done? What's written in stone? What can someone not turn upside down and shake out of the business, right? What is undeniably true? What are the facts? That's the past. For the present, what are we implementing today? If we were to break down what we did on a day-to-day basis, how many of these things, A, take heed from past learnings, and B, accelerate the company forward into the future? And lastly, what does the future look like? What are the action steps that will continue to be taken? What are those that have yet to be taken? What are the hurdles, milestones, thresholds that will be surpassed to both gauge and acknowledge that the growth of the business is happening and on track with the agenda set forth? And so if one can define all of these things for a business, they're far more better situated for whatever the strategic objective is, whether that's seeking capital, whether it's exiting a business, or anything else. And that's a thought for today. The past, present, future of business. Hope the week continues to go well for everyone. Keep pushing forward. God bless. We'll see everyone next time.